Download and watch it live on Sport TV Now app.
But you always did feel like Marc Marquez was nailed on to take the maximum 37 points. We're just going to stay quiet here and just enjoy and savour these special moments for Mark and Alex. Yeah, this has become the anthem, hasn't it, for Marc Marquez? Marquez on fire, and he certainly was here this weekend. So, he's finally put an end to, by his exceptionally high standards on the factory Ducati, has been a bit of a barren run. His first victory in full Sunday Grand Prix. And let's be honest, let's be frank, was it ever really in any single doubt?
From the first lap of Friday morning, the answer to that has kind of felt like no. At one point on Friday morning, he was over a second clear of the field. Huge credit has to go to Alex Marquez, not only for closing the gap as we went through the weekend, but keeping Marc relatively honest today. And well done to this young man. Of course, Pedro Acosta has had his ups and downs in this 2025 season so far, but he certainly maximised his return for KTM today. Of course, the pace was so hot that both Brad Binder and Maverick Vinales in the latter stages crashed out. But a fourth place for Pedro Acosta. He comes to MotoGP circuits to finish a lot higher than that. But if you consider the KTM 2025 story so far, that is a clear step in the right direction for the 37, who finished comfortably clear of the Morbidelli-Aldeguer battle, which kept us royally entertained in the second half of the race. Morbidelli did win that battle in the end, thanks to a knee and an elbow to take fifth.
Yes, some scary moments, weren't there, between Morbidelli and Aldeguer. Twice they locked horns and handlebars down that fast back straight. Yeah, no wonder he's got a big smile on his face. We saw how angry he was post-Austin when he blew a great chance to extend his record-breaking run of victories over in Texas. He was really angry with himself for blundering when well-placed in Jerez. We saw his frustration when he was punching the inflatable bottle of Prosecco after his third place at Silverstone. But he's back on top of the podium, and back on the podium, a great sight to see. Pecco Bagnaia third, and he's with Jack.
Pecco, you described yesterday as the toughest day of your career, but Davide said you made a change in warm-up and it looked like you were back to your best out there. Is there a feeling of genuine relief to be back on the podium?
Yes, and in this way that for us today is like it's not just a third place, but it's recovering a lot of confidence, and was something that I was needing. This morning we had something that we were not thinking about it, and it was a small change that gave it to me a bit more of confidence, and a small step of confidence gave to me a bit more speed. So happy about it. I tried everything to catch back Alex, but we were increasing pace lap by lap, and I just did the best lap in the second laps to go. So 2 laps to go. So very happy. I want to say thanks to my team that we were struggling together, and today we are on the podium. Thanks also by them. So happy, and thanks to everybody.
Great to see you back on the podium. Well done.
Grazie.
Yeah, and let's hope for all MotoGP fans' sake around the world that this is the start of Bagnaia rediscovering what we know can be his brilliant best. He certainly had to work hard for that podium. Briefly early on, he was in a real tough fight with Pedro Acosta. Costa eventually taking the checker flag in fourth, and he really did try and put the pressure on Alex throughout the entire Grand Prix, but Alex just resisted quite superbly. Yeah, I think it's fair to say whatever those front-end modifications they made on the factory Ducati overnight have clearly restored some of the lost confidence for Bagnaia. And of course, well, I guess we'll find out, because what's next on the calendar? Mugello and Assen, two of Pecco Bagnaia's favourite circuits, where he's been undefeated at both for 3 years in a row. A brace of second places then for Alex Marquez here in Aragon. I'm sure he's thrilled with that. Let's get his thoughts for Jack.
Well, Alex, another brilliant weekend. Second yesterday, second today, but far from easy. Pecco pushed you all of the way. Just how tough was that to manage?
Yeah. I was expecting him already there. I mean, on the warm-up he was already quite fast, and I say today he will try for sure. When you have a bad sprint race, you have that inside. He's the world champion of MotoGP, so for sure he tried it, and he tried his best. I was there trying to manage the situation a little bit. I was not feeling 100% with this medium rear tire, so I say, okay, I need to keep the pace, I need to not make mistakes, to not, if they don't overtake me when they're really close, they will not be able to do it. So it was like this, so really happy for that. And yeah, we managed to extract the maximum in this weekend. That was P2 in sprint and P2 today, so yeah, really happy for that.
Great ride, well done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was another great job by Alex Marquez, who had to work very, very hard over those 23 laps. It is his 11th second place so far in 2025, as he gives a big thumbs up to his brother Mark, who was just in complete control of that Grand Prix. As soon as he got the whole shot into the first corner, it looked like it was going to be very, very hard to overhaul Mark, and that's exactly as it proved to be. There was that sort of burst, wasn't there? Lap 7, 8 and 9 where he started stretching out the field. But once again, for the 7th time, he's the master of Motorland. Marc Marquez, your winner with Jack.
Mark, all week you've spoken about focus and concentration. Well, you certainly had that today. What a way to bounce back. Victory here in Aragon. And what were the celebrations like in front of your own fans and your grandstand?
Yeah, of course, it was an amazing weekend. All the practice, leading, full focus, just full concentrate. As I expect, the others get closer and closer every session, and in the race, the pace of Alex and Pecco were super fast. But yeah, it was consistent, just controlling the race distance, and yeah, the celebration together with my brother was amazing, and the best way to come back with full Ducatis in the top.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye bye.
Yeah, yet another Ducati lockout of the podium. And that was that special moment as he crosses the line to take victory number 66 in MotoGP, the 92nd of his Grand Prix career. And as we mentioned, the most dominant Grand Prix weekend by one rider since the Sachsenring in 2015. Of course, back in those days, he would have had a sprint to win as well to notch the record. He's trying to get his mum there to wear the red shirt. No, she's not buying it, is she? Oh, she is, yeah. There's been this kind of friendly family feud, shall we say, about where Rosa Marquez's allegiance lies. Mark says, well, she always wants Alex to win. Alex has been joking that this weekend maybe she'll be in the red camp. Well, she's been perfectly neutral today. Imagine what it's like to be a part of the Marquez family right now. Tomorrow morning.
Aveva più grip, più gomma, si andava molto più veloce.
A me alla fine piaceva di più perché non mi faceva più così.
Aveva tantissimo grip alla fine.
Ma era più, cioè perché a me scivolava un po' di più. Acosta con la dura all'inizio faceva delle staccate incredibili.
Sì, no?
Da con la dura davanti?
Sì.
Buono. Perché oggi anche non c'era vento, era molto più facile guidare.
Ieri era peggio, sì.
Sì, alla 7 si girava.
Sì.
Alla?
Alla 7. 7, quella
Alla
destra,
7.
dove è caduto io? Really?
I've been there. Te è incredibile la 2-3.
Fa molto forte la 2-3. Oh. Con la treccia la va, se vado l'aggancio.
Sì, ragazzi, se siete in terra è impressionante.
La moto entra, si vince.
No, devi entrare anche
No,
te.
devi entrare anche te.
Ah sì?
Sì.
Non è o la moto io? No, penso
No,
che
no.
sì. Sì.
No, no. Oh,
Sicuro?
tutti e due insieme.
No, adesso già no.
Uno, eh?
Sì.
Quello che entra primo.
Sì, quello che entra primo può
Sì.
essere.
Se entra la moto primo o entra il pilota
È
primo?
successo con Furu Sato, penso Moto 3 a non so dove. La Thailandia.
Meglio non provarlo.
Devo provarlo, sì. No, già l'hanno provato per noi.
Your 3 podium finishers during the fat at the end of another successful day, to put it mildly, from a Ducati point of view, having
Victory.
barely.
He's about to get that taste of success for the 7th time, isn't he? Podium celebration underway here in Aragon.
And it's welcome back to the podium for Pecco Bagnaia. Of course, it may take some time for us to realise just how an important a day this was for the 2-time MotoGP World Champion, but a step in the right direction for him. For Alex Marquez, it's a rather familiar feeling. It's second place. The gap was just 1.1 across the line. In truth, it was bigger than that, because Marc Marquez has been in a class all of his own from the moment he first turned a wheel on this Motorland Aragon circuit on Friday morning to the last lap on Sunday. Marc Marquez has been the Motorland master. Winning constructor prize as Ducati ends their, well, by their standards, winning drought after going winless in the last 2 Grand Prix. GoPro athlete and Enduro star Johnny Walker presenting the winning constructor prize as Ducati return to winning ways. The president of the circuit here, Manuel Blasco, hands over to Pecco Bagnaia his 5th podium of the season and his 56th in MotoGP. Form is temporary, class is permanent. Ignacio Veneda, FIM Deputy President, presents Alex Marquez with his 5th podium of the season and his 10th in MotoGP now, at the venue where he took his 2nd, of course, back in 2020. But this circuit, well, it was named by one of the fans in the grandstands on Friday, Marquez Land. He certainly mastered Motorland today, as Marc Marquez claims a 7th MotoGP victory out of his beloved Aragon.
It's marvellous, Marc Marquez, after he takes a magnificent 7th MotoGP victory here in front of his home fans at Motorland Aragon. Ducati are back with a bang, aren't they? After they tasted defeats in both Le Mans and Silverstone, it's yet another podium lockout for the Bologna factory. The perfect boost for them, and certainly for Pecco Bagnaia, as we head to the Italian Grand Prix in 2 weeks' time. The first of 7 double headers, which will take us all the way through to the end of the season. Throw in a 3-week summer break in the middle of it, and we'll find out at the end whether it will be one of those 3 riders lifting the MotoGP.
Download and watch it live on Sport TV Now app.